Okay, welcome everyone. Here we are, ready to get started with talking about recruiting our hosts. Our guest speaker is Jamie Swanson, and Jamie is an advanced director on our team. Jamie, as we were starting the call, you heard Jamie has a very busy life, three boys. Anyone that is a mom of boys knows how active a little boys can keep you. So Jamie has really found a great balance with her family as well as her Pampered Chef business. She does virtual parties as well as in-home parties. So this is such a treat for us to have Jamie sharing with us the strategies and her success tips when it comes to recruiting our hosts, because we know our hosts are our biggest cheerleaders. So without anything more from me, I'm going to turn it over to Jamie so that she can share with you the success strategies that have worked for her. So thanks so much, Jamie, for joining us.
You got it. And thanks for inviting me, Donna. All right. So just so I know a little bit about you guys, how many of you are doing both virtual and in-home parties?
I'm willing to, but I don't have any in-home yet.
Okay. Hey, they're out there. So just keep pushing forward. What about you, Eileen?
I've done in-home, not virtual.
Okay.
I have a hard time with the computer.
Listen, computers were starting to be pretty popular when I was in high school and college, but they still kind of puzzle me a little bit. It's ever changing, so it's okay. And what about you, Tony? What type of shows are you doing?
Well, I do it all. Whatever they want me to do, I'll do it.
Okay, good. So I'm mainly a cooking show consultant because I love it. I love being in the kitchen, but I have found with my family growing that virtuals are fantastic and easy to add to our busy schedule. Mainly what I'm going to talk about in working with your host and sharing the business opportunity is based on like the cooking shows, but I will touch on some virtual ideas as we go through. But why is our host the most likely person to share the business with? So why do you think that he or she is our just like a prime target, if for lack of better words?
They already love our products.
That's right. They love our products. They trust us enough to invite them into their home or into their cyber space, their cyber area, to share with their friends. So they love the products and they trust us. They've already built some trust with us. What else? What else do you think?
They like to see how the things work.
That's right. So they're interested in learning more about the products. Okay. What's another reason?
Want to get them cheaper.
That's right. So they're looking for that discount. So we're going to kind of tie that in again a little later. So they want some stuff for free, and boy, can we help them get some stuff for free by joining the business. So. All right, so here are some things that I wanted to share with you about, like when and how to invite your host to check it out. So when would be the very first time that you would ideally invite your host to consider the business?
From the beginning.
Okay, so as soon as they book the party. So one way that you could present it to them is as like if at a cooking show, if you book the party right there and you're going through what's in the host packet, I would immediately say, Donna, I'm really excited to partner with you to have a great show, but I want you to know this party can by all means be your party. So go ahead and plant that seed with them right there. And hopefully you've already invited them to take a closer look at the business, but more people are going to book parties than jump on the business opportunity right away. So so make sure that you are planting that seed. And some people are immediately going to be like, oh no, I just want to have a party, and that's okay. But even if they tell you no, then don't stop there. You wouldn't believe how many hosts sign up after multiple invitations into trying it out. So but I would just say, have you thought about trying out the business, and just say, hey, if you're not interested right now, as we go through our host coaching and the party, I'm going to share some more information about how you can do it. So And then I also like to do it, especially if they're like absolutely no when at the first, when you give them the packet, each one of your host coaching calls or your host coaching text or the emails, I'm trying to plant some kind of little seed. So what would be a seed that you could plant during one of your host coaching calls?
You could remind them they could use some of their free for their kit credit.
That's right. So they've got the kit credit option that's gonna be available when they close out the party. Absolutely. What else? One thing that I like to remind them of is if they are at all considering trying out the business, the friends that are going to be at their party, whether it's virtual or in home, are going to be the first people that they would want to invite to host or to host after this party. So you may as well help them get the bookings on their calendar rather than yours. Not that I want to take business away from me, but we all know, like when we share the business and add people to our team, our business is only going to grow and flourish more. So never. And I think when I was a young recruiter, that was one of my biggest fears. Does anybody else feel like that? If I start recruiting a lot of people, then I'm not going to have the business.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody
Yes.
else feel like that? That was one of my biggest fears. But what I found out is when I first started recruiting, and actually the first two people recruited themselves. So don't let that happen. You guys be aggressive and get out there and get them. But make sure that because once you do share the business, when you teach it to somebody else, you're learning it so much better. And then you're just like Flora and Eileen, you guys are buddies, you're partners. And I feel like when you've got somebody that you're partnering with, it's even more fun. Of course, you could offer, to turn their party. And even until like a week before the party, I remind them, hey, our party's on Thursday, you've got until Monday to tell me if you want to turn this party into yours, because I do want a little bit of a lead time, because I'm going to need to replace that party if it's not going to be my commissionable sales. Now that's completely up to you, but I've had people take advantage of that, and take the party, or not take the party, but I mean, that's a great gift to them. And eventually, it's going to benefit you way, way more. All right, so what you can do is make sure in your host packets that you include the opportunity brochure. So this is the Make Your Everyday Better. So make sure that that's in there. And each one of your host coaching calls, I would point something out in there. Just say, hey, did you get a chance to look at that brochure and look at those kits? If there are many of the items that are on the kits, that are in the kits that are on your wish list, you may want to just consider giving this a try, or maybe say, hey, there were 6 little bullet points, earn the income that you want, choose your hours, earn your free kitchen tools, training and support, travel, and a strong community. Which of those was most interesting to you? So just maybe make a point to have them, pull that out each time that you're on the phone with them. Make an excuse to say, hey, can you turn to that inside cover of that? And just talk a little bit more. And then on the back, it talks about the money. So especially if they mention something like, well, I've only, my budget's only going to allow this, or can we pick recipes that, that are not too expensive, then that there might be a little bit of a need for income. So another thing that you can do during your host coaching is let them know that we have a company opportunity events, and then Donna has amazing opportunity events that we can invite them to. So, if they're the least bit willing, just say, hey, I'd love for you to see what happens on the consultant side. So would you mind if I added you to this opportunity event for you to check it out? Because it, may be something that you'd want to take advantage of, after we close the party, or maybe even before, or, check it out, because you may know somebody that this would be a good fit for. So I'd love to do that. And most people are going to say, yeah, I'll check it out. And, then it's up to them to check it out in their leisure. But make sure you ask them if they have questions. Maybe they have questions or even concerns. Like, find out what it is that's stopping them from engaging and learning more about the business. Now, this is one of my favorite things, and this has turned multiple hosts into consultants. So how many of you feel like you do a pretty good job of helping your hosts get outside orders prior to the party? Anybody helping their host?
This is Tony. I think I struggle at that, actually.
Okay.
I always try, but
Okay.
it's kind of like it never happens.
Okay. Now, what are you doing to encourage them to get outside orders before the party?
I definitely send them a host packet with order forms, and I encourage them. Sometimes I give them an idea of how to do it. I'll coach them on how to use the order form. I'll also give them a prize, so to speak, if they get 5 outside orders before the party starts. I've tried it. I haven't had a lot of success with that, and that's okay. But I'm going to keep trying it. So.
Yep. Good. Another thing that you can do is just give them permission to ask for the order. So I simply say, hey, if somebody can't come, just say, no problem. I'm going to send you the link. Just take a peek, and if there's something that you want. But my hosts tend to have a decent amount of outside orders prior to the party, and and really it's just me giving them permission to share the link or offer a catalog. But one of the things that I love to say to my hosts, especially if they've got $200, $300, $400 in orders prior to me getting there, as I will say, Donna, how do you like being a Pampered Chef consultant? And they usually have a, question it or say, I really don't know what you mean. You collected $400 in orders before I even got here. You're excited about the products, you're excited about the party, and you did exactly what I would be doing. You're, sharing these products. You believe in it, you're excited. And did you know that you just put $80 into my pocket by collecting $400 in orders? That money could easily go into your pocket. So has anybody ever tried that or given that spin? So just keep that in mind, especially with catalog hosts. Those are fun because, listen, I don't push tons of catalog shows because I'd rather be in front of people. But I think if they can get them into an in-home show, it's so much easier. The catalog show hosts, they're the ones that have to hop all over the place and collect the orders. So if they can do that, they could easily be a catalog consultant. So I love to ask them, hey, how did you like being a Pampered Chef consultant? Now, how many of you are familiar with the Kit Credit, the Kit Credit coupons that are on the website? I'm sorry, I have to use my phone rather than a computer, so I'm not really good at screen sharing, so you guys get paper share. It's real fancy and technical. All right, so has anybody printed the Kit Credit coupons before? All right, so that is your assignment. I want you all to print them out. If you've got cardstock or if you can upload it and send it to Staples or Office Depot, go ahead and get a handful. So on the Kit Credit, you can find it in the PC University. You can probably just do a search for Kit Credit. So you get one page that tells you how to do it, and then 2 on a page, and then you get a whole another page with 3. So you get a total of 5. You don't have to print them in color. If you want to print it in black and white on a yellow cardstock or a green cardstock or something like that, that will be fine. But there's a couple of ways that you can efficiently and effectively use your Kit Credit. I don't like to put it in my packet. You can certainly put it in your packet, but they're probably so overwhelmed with everything. How often do you get to a party and it looks like they haven't even touched their packet? They really haven't pulled anything out. They haven't used the planner that you printed or, that you bought for it. The catalogs are still there. The majority of your order form or your invitations that you gave them are still there. So I think this is oftentimes going to get lost in the shuffle. Make sure that during your host coaching, you tell them that they can use $25 or $50. But one of the things I like to do is mail this separately. It's going to cost you 1 stamp. To mail this separately with a handwritten note. It doesn't have to be a fancy card. You could do a card, or you could do a sticky note to say, hey, did you realize that this is one of the benefits of hosting a party? Now, typically my host packets are out prior to the current month's recruiting promotion. So it would be great to pop in the current month's recruiting promotion with the kit credit to show them, hey, here's what you're eligible to take advantage of. So this month is the extra 100 Pampered Chef dollars. I don't know how many of you use the specials at a glance, but I love the specials at a glance. I use this as much as I do the host the host form, or the host specials, because it covers the recruiting promotion, this month's this month's host special, next month's host special, and the current guest special. So that is really what I like to include in just a quick little envelope with a handwritten note. So is anybody willing to try that for your host? Because guess what, you guys, we don't get mail, we get bills. We want mail, we want fun stuff. And you could even put like happy mail. So maybe, print some labels that say happy mail, or put some confetti in there, make it exciting, make it fun, because we have a fantastic job. We get to party, we get to have so much fun with that. And a good way to make sure that you do it is go ahead and print up 20 at a time. Like, I don't know how many hosts you have, but go ahead and do 10, 15, 20 at a time. Go ahead and get them in the envelope, put your stamp on it, put your return address, jazz it up, put whatever you're going to put in there, and all you have to do is write your quick little handwritten note and their address on the outside of that. So that is going to be ready to go. But I think that will definitely stand out if you will mail them the kit credit. In a few minutes, I'm going to tell you how to present it at the party in a fun way. All right, another thing during host coaching that I really try to do, and I feel like that I'm as good at this as anything else, just in general, but I feel like if you'll just build rapport with your host and really just partner with them and have fun, even if they don't try out the business, you want them to be like the biggest billboard for you. You want them to help you book parties for with their friends, and you want them to say, you know what, Jamie was so much fun to work with. She made this party really easy. It was simple. I've just never had a party that was this much fun and this easy to host. So if nothing else, you just want the party to start and end well. So make sure you're building rapport and getting them excited. All right, another thing is at your party, keep it simple. Don't go in there trying to make 4 different recipes, because that doesn't look easy. It doesn't look fun. It doesn't look duplicatable. If you come in with like a packed mule with 6 bags, you're probably going to turn a lot of people off, your host and guest included. When I left the party today, I had some my Girl Stone, my white stone in one bag, and then a bag of just the tools, and then my catalog bag. And somebody said, wow, that's a lot of stuff. And then the other person said, she made 2 recipes. Everything that she showed us tonight are in that. And I was like, yeah, it's really not a lot, very, very simple. But I think if we can keep it simple and duplicatable, it's gonna make it a lot easier to make your host think, gosh, I really could do this. One of the things I like to do is during setting, while I'm setting up for the party, like prepping the food and stuff before the guests get there, is I like to just engage. And again, I'm still building the rapport with my hosts, so I'm asking them a lot of questions. If it's somebody that I've never met or I don't know, I really just want to get to know them. I want them to tell me about their work. I want them to tell me about their family. Do they enjoy cooking? Different things like that. And then of course I'm going to incorporate some more questions. So what are you thinking? I know we've talked about the business opportunity a couple of times, but so what are you thinking? And then I put it out there. I say, what's holding you back? What are the objections? And usually a couple of things will come out. Well, I'm super busy. I've got kids in sports. I work a full-time job. And then usually there's a way that, you can spin it to say, oh goodness, there's a lot of, the majority of our company works full-time outside of Pampered Chef. Or I think busy people do the best job at this type of business, because I'm a busy person, but I'm used to wearing a lot of hats. I'm used to running from one place to the other. And you know what? Busy people have a lot of contacts. So that's definitely a way that you can spin that. All right, I'm going to pause here. Do you guys have any questions on any of the stuff from this point back? Because I do talk kind of fast from North Carolina. It's slow and fast at the same time. We call it country. Okay. All right. Another thing is during your show opening, I just like to thank my host, really make a big deal about what a great job they've done, how much fun it's been to work with them, and kind of like, say, gosh, we've had the most time working together. And I keep telling Donna, I'd love for her to take a closer look at joining this business. So I'll plant the seed in front of their friends to say, we've had fun already. I'd really love to continue this relationship. I always like to invite everybody to watch what I'm doing tonight, like with the cooking show. Invite them to take a closer look at what I'm doing, and then I don't always say this, but when I do, I feel really good about it, and it does tend to make people think. But I'll say, in an average room like this, there's usually 2 or 3 people that are looking for a little something extra, and I'll say, I'm not a mind reader, so I'm going to invite each one of you to take a closer look as we check out today. So that's another way that you can kind of plant the seed. All right. The other thing is when you get to the end of the party, I don't know when and where you guys talk about the business opportunity and the booking opportunity. I like to drop seeds everywhere, but hopefully, the first 10 minutes and then the last 10 minutes is where you have people's best attention. So make sure that you're talking about the host rewards and the business opportunity, either like the very beginning or the very end. In the middle, they're all over the place, probably talking to each other and having fun, which we want them to have fun. I tend to like to do it at the end. Definitely, talk about the rewards they're going to get at the beginning, but then really pull out my catalog and say, did you know that Donna's going to be able to go on an unlimited shopping spree? My average host earns $165 in free product, up to 5 half-price items, something at 60% off, and then up to a 30% discount on anything else. So definitely go into that, but make sure you remind them that any parties that are booked off of Donna, our host tonight, any parties that are booked off of her, she's going to get a 50% item. But even better, again, I'd love to invite Donna to take a closer look at the business, try the business out. Donna can be the consultant for any of your parties. And sometimes people start thinking like, wow, is Donna really thinking about doing this? Because, maybe I'm thinking about doing this. So you're really just, again, planting those seeds. Make sure, again, that you're talking about the kit credit when you're wrapping, or when you're talking about the host rewards, because the 25 and up between $25 and $50 is what your host is eligible for. And we'll talk about this in a second. But if you guys do not offer them the $25 to $50, it's just like keeping one of their 50% items. Would you do that? Would you keep their quick cooker at $96? Would you keep that reward from them? Don't keep this reward from them. That's theirs. They have to say yes or no. I mean, it's up to them to say yes or no. But don't just take it for granted that they're going to say no. Offer it to them. Let them be the one that decides. Now, also at that time, I like to say, all right, now how many of you love a coupon? Like, we're in this coupon craze. And then I'll just actually hand this, even if I mailed it to them. I used to have one that was laminated, but you could hand them, say, Donna, remember, this is your $25 to $50 that you can do whatever you want to with one of the kits. So give them the opportunity to do that. This is a fun thing that I love to do. How many of you are doing a really good job on your drawing slips? Be honest. So, all right. So this is kind of not my topic, but I'm very passionate about this. Amy Gibson, I'm sure you guys know about Amy Gibson. She is a rock star in the company, and she was here today. She didn't like it. She's my baby. She's my little girl. But she didn't like to use the drawing slip. She's like, oh, it's fine. But not everybody that places or that comes to the party is going to place an order. So if you are not getting these drawing slips filled out, you're missing leads, because oftentimes the people that maybe can't afford to buy something right now or really need our business opportunity, or they may not place an order, and that's okay. I would much rather have a host or a new business partner than a $30 order. Okay, so make sure you're having these filled out. Don't put them in your catalog for them to grab at the beginning of the party, because what will they do? What will they do if they come in and don't know anybody?
Stick in the
They'll find themselves getting busy, and because they don't want to talk to anybody, so they'll just start filling it out. If it's just included in their catalog, they'll fill it out, and then they'll say earning extra income. Nope, I don't want to earn any extra income. Host a party. I didn't even want to be at this party. Nope. They will do that. They will base it on the experience they had at the last Pampered Chef party or the last jewelry party or whatever. So make sure that they don't get their hands on this until after the party, because they are going to have a rock star good time at Flora's party, at Eileen's party, at Tony's party, Donna's party, whoever's on this call. They're going to have a really good time. So the way that I do this is right after I've talked about the host rewards, right after I've talked about the business opportunity, I'll pull this out and say, Donna, I'm so sorry I'm on my little soapbox here, but this is so important to me. So I'll tell them to fill out the information that they want here, make sure they put their email address down, because I'll send them the recipes from tonight. And then down at the bottom, I've got a couple of questions for you. The first one is about earning additional income. If you'd like to earn additional income, put yes or maybe on that. And I give them a gentle little nod that it's okay to put yes or maybe. I don't give them no as an option. If they are interested in hosting a cooking show, put yes or maybe. We've got lots of theme shows that we can help you. I tell you what, you guys, if Donna decides to become a consultant, circle yes or maybe if you would like to host a show with her. And it's okay, you guys. It's okay if you would put no for me, if you would check no for me, because we all do things for our friends that we wouldn't do for a stranger. So let's help Donna get off to a great start with her new Pampered Chef business, because I pretty much volunteered Donna that she is going to do this business now. But you wouldn't believe how many people will put no when I ask them about hosting a party, but they'll circle yes or maybe for their friends. So what is this? This is great ammunition for me. So at the end of the party, I'm like, Donna, out of the 12 people here, 5 people said that they would host a party for you. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. I have your first 5 bookings right here. So does anybody do that?
No, and that's awesome.
You're going to do it at your next party. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Okay, so all right, and then also, like, after the party's over, hopefully they've had a good time. Hopefully she's seen the business in a whole different light. He or she. I apologize. We do have great male hosts too, but hopefully they've seen the party just in a different angle, because they've probably just been a customer before, or now they're in the eyes of a host. But hopefully you've planted enough in the back of their mind that they're thinking, gosh, I think I really could do this. This was so much fun. My friends were engaged. They just loved it. They had a good time. So hopefully you've really helped them get over that hump. So make sure that as you're cleaning up, you ask what type of questions they have, if there's objections or things that they thought of, or just what they're thinking. And hopefully go ahead and get them signed up right then. Go ahead and get them signed up. If not, by the time that you're closing things out, hopefully they will have thought a little bit more about it. Again, when it's time to wrap up, make sure you offer them this, because why? We don't want to steal from our hosts. That is theirs. So make sure you're offering them that 25 to 50% or $50 coupon. All right. So any questions? I do want to touch on a little bit about virtual and catalog, but what do you guys think? Any questions that you have? Or anything that you're doing that you'd like to share with your peers? I'm sure that you guys are doing some things well too.
I've got some great ideas just from you. I'm so excited to start them.
Well, good. And what was your favorite? Is it Tony that's talking?
It's Tony, yeah.
So what do you think you're going to implement first?
I'm going to start using those credit coupons more effectively.
Okay.
I think I've just been mentioning them. I hadn't been printed them off or anything. So
yeah.
I definitely want to try mailing those out prior to the show so they have them. And then using them at the show, actually.
And if you'll laminate one so you can use the same one over and over. Just
right.
Laminate it.
I love it. I love it. Definitely going to try it. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Let me know how it goes. Send me a Facebook message and tell me how your first party goes with
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody else have questions or just light bulb moments from anything I've shared?
Those papers that you just, I forgot what it was, the little paper that you had, do you get those off the Pamper Chef consultant thing?
So in your kit, I don't know how long you've had your kit, but in your kit, I think they're like the tear off sheets. They come 100 in a pack. If you don't have them or can't find them, yes, you can order them. I think they're $1, $2.
Okay.
These are so valuable. You guys, this is so funny. My husband, he's just a riot, but they used to have Blueprint, and he says, you have those little blue papers everywhere, and there's nothing blue on them, but he still refers to them as little blue papers. I've got some on my bedside table right now. There are little blue papers on the bedside table, but actually, I was going to say I may have some little blue papers in my pocket from my party today. So got to find those. I've got some follow-up to do. So, all right. What other questions do you guys have or anything that you'd like to add? I see there's some other consultants on the phone, Kim and Christina. Anything that you guys would add to encouraging your host to jump in the business? Or Donna? Of course, Donna.
Kim, Christina, Katie, do you guys have anything?
Okay, Katie jumped on.
Hey, I'm over here. I just love listening to Jamie. I think she's awesome. I don't know that I have any other stuff to add. I mean, the big thing, she's focusing on the host. That's one of the biggest things. So I think you did a great job, Jamie. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, girl.
And that's the point. It's Jamie's enthusiasm. You don't have to be the most knowledgeable person in the room, but you have to be the most excited. And that's what's key. And that's for Jamie. Jamie's the first one that's going to tell you, just fake it till you make it.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, it doesn't matter if you know anything about the products or whatever. The catalog does a great job. You just get in there and make it seem so much fun. I remember, I've always been a pretty outgoing person, but I remember just some parties just being a little bit stiff. And once I just let that go and just say, I'm going to just have fun, but they'll figure out there's great information in the catalog about these products. But if you will just go in there and have fun, people, and oftentimes people are looking, even in addition to the income and the products, they're looking for a sense of community. And when they see that the fun that they could have and just the life that you could bring to them, they want to be a part of that. Another thing that I meant to write down in my notes, and I'm sorry that I was looking, but I just had so much I wanted to share. I just had to streamline it. But any chance that you can take a consultant with you, whether it's a fellow consultant, maybe a potential consultant, when you can take somebody to your party with you to observe, number one, you're going to do a better job. You're not going to forget to talk about Roundup, or you're not going to, flake out on talking about the business opportunity. So it's going to keep you honest, and it's going to keep you on your game to do a great job. But number two, it's a great way to say, listen, this is one of the ways that I do training. I do, this is hands-on training, and I can show my consultants how to do this at my house, but I can even better show them how to do it at your house, so they see that you're committed to helping the consultants get off to a great start. So, all right, any other
up with that with Jamie? Often your guests will ask that second consultant questions that they won't ask you. They're just, to them, it's less confrontational to go to your partner, and ask those questions. So it really is a valuable tool that Jamie said, is to, use it as training as well as, a great opportunity. And it's again, we have fun, we work together. It's all about supporting each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I did want to touch on, with your catalog show host, with your catalog show host, I feel like we probably have to host coach them much, if not more, than we do our cooking host, because we just have to encourage them to keep the catalog moving, keep sharing the link. But each time I would talk to them, just say, you are doing a fantastic job. Even if they could use a little work, give them some credit, build them up. And just make them feel good about that, because just in the general world, we don't get a whole lot of praise, and we need it. We're especially females, we just need that praise, and we know that we get that from Pampered Chefs. So go ahead and start planting that seed there. But same thing, just invite them each time. And every time I have a catalog show, especially, I'll say, I'll do the math and figure out how much money they made for me. And just share that with them. I used to do that a lot with my cooking shows, and I just haven't done it recently. So thank you guys for helping me to remember to do that. But just give them the amount. My party today is close to $1,500. Like how would that kind of money impact my single mom of 2 kids? Like, so sure enough, I haven't done it in a while, but I'm gonna incorporate that when we're closing her party later this week to do the math and say, Cheryl, you had a great party. She had probably 20 some people there. These folks want to support you. How would this XYZ money impact you? And then the same thing with your virtual. I feel like, especially with virtual, you're inboxing them all the time, and just even little things like saying, "Isn't this so much fun? Oh my gosh, that person. I think that person's going to be a great host." And then if somebody is interested, say, "Hey, follow up with them about hosting." Hopefully getting you the booking, but if they're interested, even better, get them the booking. So, but I think it's almost like when you're inboxing, it's almost like quick little text that you're sending. But just keep saying how much fun you're having, how much fun and how they're doing a great job. That they're like, gosh, I can't believe you're doing my job for me. You're posting the guest specials again, and you're sharing your favorite products. Gosh, I can't believe you unprompted went in and did a video. Gosh, Donna, you're better at this than I am. Just build them up, and hopefully that will encourage them to take a closer look. So, all right, DMAC, what now? Anything else?
Okay, well, does anyone else have any other questions for Jamie? No? Any questions in general? Okay, so Jamie, thank you so much. Great information. Thank you for sharing your passion. And that is one of the things. It's you want to be passionate about sharing the business opportunity, because it will show. It will show in every way. People can see through that. So you have 2 opportunities this week to share how much we love Pampered Chef. First one is on Tuesday. The home office is doing their opportunity events. Okay, so that's home office. The second one is with our team, and that's the Why Pampered Chef group. And that's on Wednesday evening. So I would love for each of you to make a list of at least 10 people that you're going to invite to one of those 2 events. And how awesome is that? Because you can say, they say, I can't make it Tuesday. Hey, it is your lucky week. You can join us on Wednesday then. So you give people those 2 opportunities. So call to action is to invite 10 people. Second thing is to print the kit credit coupons, okay? Laminated, sheet protector, whatever it is that you do, go ahead and do that. And of course, if you're not using the guest survey forms, that is gold. It is a great way. And to Jamie's point, I did not purchase anything at the first party I went to. So if that consultant had not used those guest survey forms, I would have walked out the door without, her capturing my information. Okay, so you want to think about that. Okay. Now this is week 5. We have one more call, and that call is next Sunday. Our facilitator is Christina McIntosh, and Christina will be sharing, recruiting through virtual parties as well as in-home parties. Even that is our last call, and unfortunately, I will not be with you on this call. We have a family event that was scheduled months ago. So know that I truly believe that you guys just use the information that has been given, from our leaders these last 5 weeks. Lots of great information that you need to be using now in the most awesome selling season that we have. You are right onto it. So if you don't have enough bookings on your calendar, you still have time to maximize this selling season. Okay. So you made the commitment. Now do the footwork afterwards. Okay. So you have to implement that training. Otherwise, you know what? We love having you here, but we want you to be successful. So take your notes, look through your notes, and spend some time this week getting the bookings and inviting on those 2 opportunity events. So Jamie, thank you so much. Loved your information. I so appreciate it.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget, next week with Christina McIntosh. You guys have a great week.
Can I add one more thing? I wanted to share one more thing, especially if you guys don't have the bookings you're looking for. My recruiter, I was an outside order, like on a in-home show. She followed up. She took the order forms and did like a courtesy thank you call. I hosted a show. It wasn't a huge show, but I'm a 16-year consultant that has advanced through the company. So don't ignore your outside orders or even your orders. So get in the habit of doing good customer care, and there you go.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks,
Jamie.
everyone. So
Bye, guys.
all of you. Have a great
Congratulations.
one. Bye-bye.